Senhoras e senhores, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo de Fallout 4 aqui, o desafio do sobrevivência só com armas corpo a corpo. Bom, aqui nós vamos...
Your room is upstairs, top floor, the last one on the right down the long hallway.
Hey there. You're new around Good Neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
Beleza. Bom, aqui nós vamos falar com esse cara, nós vamos negociar aí uma coisa bem legal. Uma quest aí. Vou pegar uma cachaçinha. Oh, Day Trigger aumenta carisma, não aumenta? Interessante. Bom, eu vou usar ele e vou usar uma bebida aqui. Além do 7 de... Colégio preto ali. Nossa, 7 de carisma. Beleza?
Seems like my kind of place.
Bit of a rough town, but beats cowering behind the walls at Diamond City, that's for damn sure.
Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing.
I'm usually here or drinking,
Sing it,
looking
brother.
for parts. I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
Bom, ok, precisa de trabalho.
I could use work, depending on what it is.
Don't know if you've had the beer down at the third rail, but I swear Charlie must have found it in a sewer.
Found this holotape while doing repairs at the Rexford. Delivery notice for a brewing machine. Pre-war. Thing is, it was never delivered. Well, with all the bombs and all. Done some asking around, and I think it might still be intact. Which is where you come in.
I assume this is a paying job.
Of course. How about 200 caps and some of the beer? Think you can get a hold of that brewing machine for me?
This isn't exactly the safest neighborhood. What about hazard pay?
Fair point. 300 caps, plus beer. Are you gonna take the job?
Have you seen how many super mutants are out there?
You drive a hard bargain. 400 caps, plus beer. But that's all I can do. Think you can get a hold of that brewing machine for me?
Conseguimos, pessoal.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Great. So, the brewing machine is in the basement of an old bar called the Shamrock Tap House. When you leave town, make your way around east till you hit Atlantic. Great big green sign. Bring it back here when you're done.
400 pila. Cadê o outro cara da... Tinha o cara das drogas aqui, pô. Ele não aparece de noite.
I just clean up around here.
Acho que tem o cara das drogas aqui, pô. Bom, fechamos o negócio então. 400 caps. Top das galáxias. Eu achei que era ele que vendia as drogas. Pô. Tudo bem. Bom, vocês viram a importância do carisma aí, como que ela facilita, né? Nós íamos receber um pagamento de 150 caps, agora são 400. Se você souber usar carisma nesse jogo, você vai se dar muito bem. Vai por mim. Apesar que o foco agora ainda não é caps, né? Mas talvez a gente consiga dinheiro suficiente para poder criar a nossa própria Power Armor. Aí talvez nem precise talvez nem precise aí a gente fazer uma mega quest, porque tem uma quest bem intensa aí, a gente tem que subir num prédio grande, cheio de inimigos. Talvez nem precise.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had
You.
forgotten about little old me.
Let's go talk to Amari. May have walked out of the den, Irma. Let's see what Amari is up to.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Beleza? Agora nós vamos descer lá e conversar com a doutora
Here
Mari.
for Amari, she's downstairs.
A gente não pode pegar nada, viu, que é roubo.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? What Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
É isso aí, gente. Bora nas memórias do Kellogg.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I'm sure that's gonna take some getting used to for a lot of people.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Beleza, não é essa memória que a gente está procurando. Esse é o... Kellogg quando ele era novo.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
É, pelo jeito a Nossa, a mulher e a filha dele foram assassinados. Ela se meteu com gente, tá pesada, né?
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
É, ele virou tipo um matador de aluguel, né? Pelo jeito.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
Ele já tá mais
What
velho.
do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Ó, aqui é o nosso personagem.
This is the one. Here.
Ou não?
Open it.
Não. Esse aqui é o nosso personagem.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here,
wait.
baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Aquela cena do começo, né? Caso você não tenha...
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Oh boy. Piper has really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but...
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Então era tudo uma armadilha. Tudo isso aqui era uma armadilha.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this.
Ah, pessoal, deixou de tirar o som do rádio. Não posso tomar um copyright aí, não. Esqueci de tirar aqui.
Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Beleza, gente. Conseguimos completar aí mais uma parte da missão. Aqui a gente agora, a gente é meio que amigo dela, né? Pode pegar vários itens aqui. Não dá pra pegar todos, se eu não me engano, não dá pra pegar todos que estão lá em cima. Mas aqui embaixo a gente pega bastante coisa. Vou ter uma revista.
Nice.
Vem com o jogo ainda.
Battles are won with fists. Wars with wits.
Água purificada. Beleza, pegamos bastante coisa. Não vamos seguir ainda. Não vamos seguir ainda pra lá, tá, gente? Temos muita coisa aí pra conseguirmos fazer aí. Aqui em Good Neighborhood. Aproveitando que a gente está aqui. Mas por esse episódio é só. Conseguimos dar. Continua a roubar aqui. Não podemos pegar aqui. Conseguimos então. Deixa eu só completar uma quest aqui. O cara do Silver Shroud, ele tá por aqui.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Esse cara é um fã do Silver Shroud e a gente pegou a roupa do Silver Shroud.
Hey.
Good neighbors crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City, but over here, we got a ways to go. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
Good on you for trying to make the world better.
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
Agora nós vamos negociar a recompensa. Óbvio que a gente vai aumentar a recompensa. Aproveitar que a gente tá com carisma, né? Vamos jogar carisma lá em cima. Vamos jogar aqui. Tem aquele negócio que a gente tava usando. Aumenta carisma em 3. Tá. Day Tripper.
Yeah.
Estamos com fome também. Vamos comer alguma coisa aqui. O que nós temos assado aí? Beleza.
Hello.
Good neighbors crazy. Thefts, murders, worse.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud?
Yep. My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
Eu vou pular os diálogos até a parte que a gente parou, tá?
Last broadcast was...
I was in...
Oh man, that's...
Wasn't he...
Yeah, that's the... Boy, if you just woke...
It seems like people are finally...
Maybe in some part. What if the Silver... I got a plan to bring him to life.
Good on you for trying to make the world better.
I just said...
I agree.
I've built my own custom... But to make this work, and they actually...
Concur. I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just promise she'll help me.
As it happens, I already have your costume.
There she is. Pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
First the reward, then I'll give you the costume.
Here. I wasn't gonna welsh on our deal. After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
Come on, don't sell yourself short.
I got a better idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryo vault and all.
If I go along with this, I could use a little extra.
If it'll get you to help, sure. I may be able to scrounge up a couple of things.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Beleza, agora se tornamos o Silver Shroud aí. Deixa eu mostrar pra vocês então a roupa. A roupa é bem bonitinha. Vamos dar uma olhada aí. Silver Shroud, cadê? Chapéu do Silver Shroud. Armadura do Silver Shroud. Ah, legal, hein? Bom, e ele liberou uma rádio, né? Que ele vai oferecer missões aí pra gente tá matando bandidos aí. Tanto faz, vai. Bom, vamos colocar então o nosso set aí de defesa. Beleza, vambora. Vamos descansar então. Então no próximo episódio aí nós vamos estar seguindo aí as quests. A gente pegou uma quest daquele tiozinho lá no hotel. Vamos estar traçando uma rota aí. Eu quero ir em Jamaica Plains. Jamaica Plains fica abaixo daqui.
Hell of a load you're carrying. Better sell some to Daisy before someone just like Sammy too.
Tem bastante coisa que dá pra gente fazer aqui.
Thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Hey, just your friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down Institute spies as they crop up.
Beleza, bom, então vamos dormir aqui no hotel. Temos bastante coisa pra fazer aí nos próximos episódios. Eu queria muito ir pra Jamaica Plains. Jamaica Plains dá muita XP. Não sei se vai compensar agora, porque vai compensar ir pra Jamaica Plains quando a gente for fazer essa quest aí do Virgil. Dá muita XP ir pra aqueles lados lá, tô pensando em isso, só que pra isso eu vou ter que me armar muito aí com bastante itens aí defensivos, bastante meds, bastante drogas aí pra gente estar usando, porque lá o negócio é pauleira, é praticamente todos os inimigos lendários, né? No mar da radiação lá, o que é muito bom, dá muita XP, mas é muito perigoso. E também tem bastante destroçadores. Bom, gente, vou encerrando o episódio por aqui. Eu vou indo nessa. Falou, valeu, muito obrigado e até a próxima. Fui, valeu. É verdade, velho. Obrigadão. Foi engraçado. Silver Shroud. Quem diria, não?